LeBron behind you. And did you feel like kind of the plays that you guys were able to link up on tonight were big energy plays for the crowd?
Yeah, definitely. I was telling Mike, when you grow up, you kind of envision yourself doing the moves you practice and, the moves you have fun with on the court. And that was just something I practiced, done 100 times, and just brought it out the bag. That's it.
Hey, D'Lo. Was there a conscious decision made before the game tonight that you're going to try to really fill it up, or is that just within the flow of the game? You catch fire.
That's never my intentions. I never come to the game saying I'm trying to score. It's a mentality, just having a mentality of being aggressive. And there were a little, miscommunication a lot of times where they weren't really guarding me. And when I'm making shots like that, I'll shoot it from anywhere. So just taking what they give me.
Do you think the ball movement these past 5 games and kind of the rhythm you've been able to find, have those two things kind of gone together? Do you feel like?
Hell yeah. We're a hard team to guard when we move the ball. When we take, pride in just playing together. All 4 quarters, I think we're a tough team to guard. And we did it against the Blazers tonight. Let's see if we'll do it next game. I don't know who we play, but next game.
Hey, D'Lo. When you have it going the way you did tonight, and you're like dribbling up the floor or something, is there a point where you say like, I'm gonna pull this because I'm feeling in the zone and I want to get the crowd going, or is it just kind of you get close to the 3-point line and have a little space and then decide, or when does that decision get made?
I mean, I've always been like that, recognizing my superpower. Everybody in the league has one. Might be defensive or just a motor, whatever it may be, but everybody has one. And for me, just ever since I was a young kid, I always found myself, kind of getting hot, throughout the game where I might score 5-6 points right away, maybe score 10 and a quarter or do something like that and score, 10, 12 points the last 3 minutes of the game. It's just my superpower. And when I feel that and get in that mode, I definitely know that, I'm in that mode.
D'Lo, Coach talked about you all making sure you stay true to who you are no matter who the opponent is. What does that say about the respect level, not just on your team, but within the league?
Damn, that was nice. I like the way you delivered that. I just think you can't – this is the league that any team can take advantage of a team disrespecting them, so trying to treat every team like they can beat you and score 0-0 no matter what the score, is. And just treating all your opponents with respect in this league because it can go any way.
D'Angelo, when you missed those games after the new year when you had the bruised tailbone and then you kind of recognized where the team was when you returned to the lineup, did that, I guess, recognition have anything to do with your uptick in play? I mean, you're averaging 27 points a game since coming back to the starting lineup. Definitely.
That's exactly what it did. Just being out, I seen us, trying really hard to get LeBron and AD the ball. When you find yourself dribbling off your foot or, looking crazy, trying to force it when it's like you got to be aggressive around these guys. You compliment these guys by being aggressive, not passing to them. Like that's easy to guard. You're easy to guard when it's like that. So just watching a lot of guys on the team kind of make those decisions. And just when I came back, I was like, I'm gonna be aggressive in those instances, and I'll see how it comprehends. I mean, I'll see how it compliments them, and it's been complimenting them so far.
D'Angelo, maybe what you just said is part of this, but Darvin had hinted the other day that you had a chat at some point, and just wondered, what did you kind of try to communicate? Maybe what feedback did he get, and then how have we seen some of that, if at all, these last couple games?
Oh yeah, I mean, I was just trying to be honest, and transparent, and what we see every night. We all know that starts to games, can lose you games, and we don't get off to good starts often. Third quarters can lose you games, and we struggle third quarters. So just communicating ways that, I feel like I can help, being aggressive in those areas, and seeing what I can do to help him trust me more. Just being open, and just communication was key, and he's showed a lot of respect and trust in me since then.
When was that specifically? Was it?
I don't remember.
Okay.
I think it was on the road. I really don't remember.
Gotcha.
Hey, D'Lo. You talked about how you guys are a hard team to guard when you move the ball. How does the team, and you especially as one of the playmakers on the team, kind of manage the play calling versus freelancing offense, and does that play a role in how much you guys are moving the ball?
I think you earn those guys' trust, and then it becomes a thing to where, you have the credibility after you earn the trust. Last year, I feel like I earned their trust, so for me to come out and pull up in transition or shoot the shots that I know I can make and they've seen me make, I'm not looking at anybody for any reactions or validation. I'm just trusting myself, and hopefully it can be contagious around, anybody that's not.
D'Lo, you guys have won 5 of 8. And there have been a couple blowout losses in that stretch. But do you feel like you guys are turning a corner in terms of consistency right now? Or
I don't know. I don't really want to talk about that. I know it's going to be a headline or something, and I just rather not. Appreciate it, brother. Of course.
Sorry. Darvin mentioned how your decisiveness is really positively impacting the offense. Sorry. I was just wondering, how have you developed that skill just as a player? What do you do?
I think it's just a confidence thing. There was a few plays tonight where Max Christie was, they went zone and he was passive and he turned it over like back-to-back times or something like that, and it was just confidentless, So for him, just trying to preach that to guys, like everything I do is with confidence. If I don't want to pass, I'm not going to pass because I don't have the confidence. And you just got to kind of slow the game down and go about it that way. And that's how I have that approach, just being confident, trusting my skill, and not looking for validation, just doing it. So that's it. Yep.
We'll go last question to Jim. Jim, go ahead.
Hi, D'Angelo. Twice there late in that fourth quarter, Bucks, inspired by Giannis, brought the game down to a single basket, but you pushed on again. Is that an experience from last year? Is that a game that you wouldn't have won last year in terms of, are you a more mature group this year around? So you're able to see out that game?
I think every game we're trying to be better. Last year we definitely, made it interesting a lot of times at the end of the game when we didn't have to. So we definitely, I think we're better players than we were last year. We got a little more chemistry than we did last year. So I'm excited to see, the progression on where that goes.
Great. Thanks, D'Lo. Have a safe